Alrighty. So, currently I am working in Unity in a program called Fungus, which is the big visual novel engine that we're going to be using for Fubu's game. And we're going to be using it because mostly all the tools are already intact. One thing you're going to notice, if you can hear me and if people actually give a shit, is that the story so far that Fubu's concocted, you can read it right here, all color-coded, all nice and neat. Pretty straightforward. Not a whole lot of options yet, largely because neither Fubu nor we at the time knew exactly what the capabilities were of this engine. You know, what you could do as far as like, when we worked in RenP, we had the ability to do things like variables and have inventories and save states, all that good stuff. And the variables was one of the more important aspects of it, just because if you say like you do something or you pick up an object or you say something very, very specific, you can actually program in RenP, or RenPy, whatever you want to call it, probably RenPy just because it's Python based. You could program dialogue options that are based on what you've said in the past. So you could have almost the exact same chunk of dialogue, except you could have a bit in the middle that would show up whether or not you did a particular action. We'll make that red just so it stands out. Something like that. So if you did an action, it'd show something in a dialogue tree. Or if you didn't, it'd just emit it and keep moving on. So still haven't quite figured that out in Fungus, but in the meantime, we're just going to be creating this and moving on from there. So let's check in and see if we have anyone with us. Coon Drake says it looks good. Video Game Hunter says penis. Okay, fine. All right. How's the quality? How's the frame rate? Because I'm worried about the speed of the internet here, which is practically non-existent. Tyre says, what I miss? Video Game Hunter says, everything looks fine. Tyre says, stream looks fine. All right, cool. We can keep on pushing ahead. Sorry, Magic. I got detained for a while, and it's probably 7 o'clock here, plus 7 hours is 14 minus 12 is 2 in the morning. So, yeah, sorry you couldn't make it. But in the meantime, we will push ahead. I'm not going to be able to check your comments quite as often as I'd like, just because bandwidth is really, really scarce here. The upload speed is absolutely atrocious. If you're out in the sticks, the cost of internet and the performance you get, because you have local monopolies, not a lot of competition. People can charge like $70 a month and offer sub broadband near DSL level speed. So just a fair warning, which is why I started the stream previously and had to kill it because something wasn't working. But anyways, all right, so Fungus. The first thing I have created, and I think you guys have seen this on KitKat's Odyssey as I've laid all this out, is I've created a flowchart that's just kind of some of the basic branching paths that Fubu's outlined in her document. And if KitKat is here, here's your sneak peek. Quick, read it. Fubu has very graciously color-coded all of it for us, so that's wonderful. And I've set it up here. So, this will basically give us a block, which you can add by, hopefully you guys can see the dialog box pop up. I have it capturing the entire screen instead of just the Unity program. So it should show dialog options like add block. And you can create a block, and a block is just basically like a scene. You can add objects to it, you can add items to it by clicking on the plus sign, and you got a ton of options to choose from. I am going to just delete this, and I'm going to stick with the starting of the game, which if you click on it, you see this little bracket, game started, and you have execute on event, and this is where you can choose, nothing, which doesn't really give it anything important, or in this case, we're just going to select game started. And then the first thing I have is I'm going to skip the bit on this bit where she's like, screen's black, game casually asks you for your name, you enter your gender, asks if everything's correct, game warns you explicit images, etc. And it says you two have fun. All right, so ominous right from the get-go. Game begins. I'm guessing what Fubu has written here is the exposition, so I'm just going to grab it line by line. And since this little bit's already in here, and there's no character assigned, it should just be a narrative chunk of text. And if I want to add more, I can either duplicate a dialog box, or if I want to add, I don't really want to do conversation text, so I'm just going to get rid of some of this shit. In fact, I'll get rid of all of it. I'll keep the menu though, because why not? I'll copy that so we can get the story going. This is going to be not exactly the most interesting stream at the moment, just because I am copying and pasting text. Whoop-de-doo. And if I hit play, I should be able to see at least text. Yep, here we go. At the corner of our scene, which is why we got that weird white line. But the text at least shows up and seems to work. So, and it goes to this menu with a timer that I've created earlier that we're just going to ignore. So first thing I need to do is I need to change the camera position so it's somewhere the fuck else besides right in the middle of the frame. So let's grab this and move it up somewhere a bit out of the way. Alright, cool. Background, I'm going to change this to black just because it works better. And then I'm going to add elements to this project file. This is everything Fubu's given me so far, a lot of Photoshop images. I'm guessing that we start off in the park, which is this cheery fellow. But we need to get rid of him, and we need to just have the park. So it's just get rid of that guy and just have the background of the park. So let's see if I can get Photoshop to crash on me, because I downloaded the latest version of Photoshop, and it is a resource hog. There's the dude. Fuck off, dude. Save for web. Don't want to ping, JPEG. Save to desktop. And GitHub Unity, and we have your boyfriend. Assets. Scenes. And debating. Assets will create new. Squeaky chair, apologies. I'll do backgrounds. Doesn't really matter where it is, just as long as it's there. And we'll kill Photoshop as long as it doesn't decide to kill my computer. Alright, cool. So inside of scenes, or backgrounds, apologies, we should now have a pretty little park. Excelente. I'll just drag it off to the middle of nowhere because it's not really terribly required just yet, but sorry, I apologize. The location doesn't really matter, because what we're going to do is we're going to create a we're going to create a view. What this does is it basically creates a view. The proportions show you like widescreen with the green, and then standard 4:3 in the other area. So we'll just blow that up. Get it really nice and centered. Because it is not a nice 16:9 picture, I'm wondering if it's going to cut the head off of our antagonist. but I guess we'll see. So save frequently, and we have a view. Let's go ahead and add that. Camera. Fade to view. Now move that to the top. And again, with fungus, it's very drag and drop, very clicky. Target view. We have our unnamed view. We'll go ahead and link it because you can actually go back here and rename it whenever you choose. We'll call this Park. And I'll check the comments real quick. Next find. Detain, good to know. And background drawers, public domain pictures. I'm guessing, I don't know. I'm guessing Fubu grabbed a picture from Google Images and just stylized it in Photoshop, so it's kind of a original creation. So I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this. I'm changing the color of the icon to none just because otherwise you have this weird yellow block in the middle of the picture. So now if I hit play, we should have a fade from black to the picture with the text over top. Whammo. And of course it's still inside the boundaries of that stage, so let's move that out of the way. Grab it and just move it. Click on the park frame. Move that too. And let's see if that helps. And here we have the beginnings of a visual novel game, or at least the very crude beginnings. Again, I haven't really gotten as crazy as, like, say, The Letter, which does like physics effects on avatars, and you know, you can have sound with like the character actually talking. You can do sound effects. You can probably do a lot of, like, you know, post-processing stuff just to make it look sharp. But for the time being, this is what I've got to work with until Fubu sees it and wants to expand on it, which I'm hoping she does. But this will have to work for the time being. Kuna says, did Fungus update, or is it just her? Not sure. This is the version of Fungus that I'm used to, so I haven't touched it until recently. So, but as far as the custom layout, that's just my own layout, placement of the windows, whatnot. Let's bring up the old story. He says, I'm reading the script, and I'm wondering if it doesn't need just a little bit of tweaking. He says, how many more he says are we gonna see? Let me see if I can tweak this a little bit. The trick at the moment is the fact that there are actually, there's two characters. There's question mark, question mark, question mark. And if Kit Kat was here, I'd ask her, does the boyfriend actually ever have a name? Well, let's just fuck around with it since we're having fun. Tools, Fungus, create character. Alright, we're going to call him Turd Ferguson. Perfect name for an antagonist in a horror novel. Horrible typing. Name color, and we'll stick with, I guess, blue shade would probably work better for her. Because, I mean, she's going to have this thing where it's your boyfriend, and then she's going to have another spin-off, if this one takes off, called Your Girlfriend. So I'm guessing blue and pink are probably the best things to have. And, of course, there's no portraits, because I don't think it's going to be that kind of visual novel where you have the avatar slide in from the side, kind of like the Kit Kat's Odyssey. Most of the artwork I've seen is very superimposed. Like, you'll actually have the character sitting on the as a layer on top of objects. So we'll just start there. And let's copy another layer. This time we'll assign the character Turd Ferguson. There's no pictures. And I wonder if I need to do double quotes, because it seems like say would be the character saying. So, could be wrong. Start from the park. Oh, I'm finally getting some nice... Whoa, hey, take it easy. Okay, so it looks like if the if you have a character assigned to a text block, it'll actually do the text, possibly. Or maybe it's just me adding the actual frickin' text to it, because I'm a spaz. Alright. You're going to have to suffer with me. Kit Kat says it's just honey, as in a moniker. And Tyra says the character does not have a name. Kundrake is asking, does Fubu know how long the game story is going to be? I don't believe she does. Walking Deadpan. Honey starts with H, as do both Hitler and Hastur. So how deep the lore? Well, if you just want to go by a letter, then you can do that. But if you just want to go with Hastur, then we can also go down True Detective route. And the King in Yellow. Alright. Save that. Hit play. I'm just seeing how the quotes look. Because again, here there's no quotes. Fine dandy. And I'm guessing just because the person's name wrote top, it's implied. Alright. So now here's where we here's where we got to edit script. He says, just researching fear. I'm gonna just do a little bit of creative tweaking to Fubu script. I hope she doesn't kill me. Some of these could be combined. It's usually, and I could be wrong, but when you write, you know, the quote of the dialogue can be broken in half by an action, but rarely do you get dialogue action in the same paragraph. He says, reassuring you that you have no one to fear. There we go. As he smiles and scoots. Yeah. There. Kun is saying it should be separate. He says, as he smiles. Yes. He smiles, reassuring you that he's no one to fear. Man scoots himself closer to you. That sounds a lot better. So we're just going to go with that. And again, if there's an issue, then not Kuna, but Fubu can take it up with me. You're a jumpy one, aren't you? That would be my cue to run the fuck away, personally. That is That is kind of on par on going on a date, and you see that like the girl is kind of like not really interested or kind of nervous around you, and you're like, "What? I'm not gonna kill you." I mean, it's like, ugh. There's some shit you don't say. But this is a horror visual novel, so I guess maybe foreshadowing. We'll see. Hit play and just kind of see how things are going. All right, so at this point is where your antagonist should just show up on the says smiling, reassuring. Yeah, we can get rid of the he says because you know who says it. It's just there's a scene that I always remember from the movie The Rear Window, I believe it is, Johnny Depp, where he's like, "No bad writing." There we go. Let's just trim that up a bit. But I do need to grab that layer so we have park guy. So back with Photoshop. And let's isolate all that out. And file, export. Quick export as a ping. And hopefully we get to put it back on the desktop. Here we go. We actually want desktop, GitHub, boyfriend demo, assets, and we'll do sprites. Just keep everything nice and organized. What is his expression? Dumbfounded. IBF and call him Spazzy and Park. Actually, it should be Park Spazzy. Neutral. There we go. And let's save it. I was going to invite some people in. So, Kuna Drake says, erotic horror, and Tyra says he's meant to be creepy. So, yes, perfect. The thing's working already. So, let's grab our quote sprite. And we'll grab him and place him strategically. One thing I do like about a lot of Fubu's work is it's just really easy. Just move stuff around. She learned that trick from us, I think. Don't tell her that, though. Layers help. All right. So this layer needs to be integrated into the story, otherwise it just is there. So I need to go in here and grab sprite, and I need to set the sprite as, Kuna can correct me on this though, but this is the only way I could ever really get it to work. So I'll do your boyfriend park neutral, not make invisible. And then I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to put that there, and I will make him visible. So I'm just going to see how this looks. He'll probably be sitting right in the middle of the screen right from the get-go. Nope. Okay, now I could fade him in, or I could just have him pop in there, but I think it might be nice and disturbing if he just pops in there. I don't think I have a layer for smiles, so we'll just leave that as is. Yeah, and then we get back to the choice. So, back to the script. All right, good. Back to more dialogue. Copy that, drag it down. Apologies if I'm not my usual affable, is that right, self, but concentrating, goddammit. I gotta make this. I gotta earn those avatars. Plus, to be honest, I think I ate way too much food today. And I'm very sluggish right now. Apparently there's a correlation between overeating and mental sluggishness, so whoop-de-doo. Just a mountain of pasta for dinner. I do like my Alfredo. Not really my choice, by the way. Did pretty good up until that point. I had just a grapefruit and a handful of nuts for the entire day, and then parents get home, dinner time, and whammo. All right. Now, you guys entertained yet? It's going to be a lot of just copy, paste, text, copy, paste, text, copy, paste, text, copy, paste, text. Nat said that, haven't been able to talk to her all day today, though, but she did say she was thinking about streaming Civilization, because she's been on a Civilization 5 bent. So, thought maybe she's going to be streaming tonight. But I could be wrong. Might be more interesting than this, to be honest. But I was going to invite whoever wants to chat and live stream on. I think Omega Blaster and Magic were supposed to join me tonight. Don't know where Omega Blaster is, though. Let me check. Big Chief player unknown. Omega Blaster, he is MIA. Just flying solo. It's going to be like when Rich Evans plays games solo on previously recorded. He's going to be spending way more time doing what he's supposed to be doing instead of, cracking jokes and shit. So, Nat said that she has been working on our 2D action platformer like most of the day, and she's got some of the enemy movement working the way she likes it, which is, pretty sweet. I need to see it yet, though. She hasn't uploaded it to the GitHub, but could be cool. And then Omega Blaster was kind enough to show me how to turn artwork like this, like Fubu's art, into actual pixel art using a program called like Pixely, something like that. But I've got it downloaded somewhere, but you shouldn't be sitting too far away from the jogging track here, all alone. Yep, definitely erotic horror. Especially if you've seen some of the art. Oh boy. Not necessarily any of this, though, but here you get some nice concepts. Spoiler alerts. Also, apparently there's a couple different paths you can take. We can either be a complete bitch to him, you can be, I think, kind of milquetoast towards him, and you can just be kind of like happy and outgoing. And yeah, this is where you kind of tell him to fuck off with the flowers. But Tyra says she'll jump in. Oh boy. All right, Tyra. Start a call, Tyra. And I'll jump in and you can be a CCS star. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Wrong show. This time I'll unmute you too. You want it in, but now you're like, oh, fuck. Gotta get ready. Alright. I'll wait. Not for you, though, but, I'll be here. Give him a weird expression, hearing this and asking. Yeah, I'm not gonna tweak the script any more than like is needed. So do. because you're not really asking anything when you say, no, you're hearing this and asking. Then you reply. It's not really asking anything, but this could be another dialogue tree option. And in fact, that'd work better, to be honest, if it was like another way to, keep the story moving. But what the hell? Give him a weird expression. Yeah, this really, to me, it just kind of like screams do a menu. But put it there. But then I gotta branch everything out, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. Whatever. I do need to create a new character, though. Let's see. Tools, fungus, create character. Let's call this one player. Hopefully there's a way you can inject the your name to the player. Should be able to. It'll be called your name here. That'll work for now. Though for the character player, I'm going to change the... Yeah, there we go. Let's make that black. Tyra, don't make it a group call. In Discord, you should just be able to call me directly. See what she's saying. You missed a call. I didn't hear any calls, so try again.
Wow, that took too long.
You want to be ejected? Can everyone hear Tyra, unfortunately?
Oh, piss off! I was gonna mention, just because I have, though I'm not a fan of the whole your boyfriend thing, I have followed her art blog.
Mm-hmm.
He is meant to be 100% creepy.
Oh, good, because some bits were starting to kind of rub me the wrong way. I'm like, oh, this is really bad dating advice.
How do I? At best, he's super creepy and stalkery, but if you're like intensely loyal to him, he'll be normal. And he will literally let you do whatever the fuck you want. At worst, he will basically kidnap you, take you back to his basement, never let you leave, and possibly handicap.
So he is technically a nice guy / male feminist.
Slightly nicer, because actually he'll let you do whatever you want to him if you stay with him.
Yeah, well, again, nice guys will let you do a hell of a lot of shit to him.
Like,
I mean, like, you cuckold him, treat him like absolute shit.
No,
like
he won't let you do that. He won't let you do that.
That's one thing he won't let you do, is...
He will let you, like, physically abuse him, hurt him, etc. No other... Nada. No.
I've seen some pictures that Mel sketched up, and I'm not sure if I have them here, but there's some pictures of, like, some stuff that would get us kicked off of Twitch if I showed him. Like, there's one where, like, he's got his hand against like the what would be like the computer screen, and he's like
masturbating to you.
That's the one.
Yeah, if you check out the blog, the Tumblr blog she set up. No, because I have the Tumblr blog open. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of stuff on there that would get you kicked off of Twitch and her off of Tumblr again.
Again.
I mean, there's a reason it's an 18+ blog.
Yeah, I do know that.
Basically, the best case scenario is he's perfectly fine as long as you don't do anything that suggests that you're going to leave, I guess.
So, yeah, it's not exactly codependent. Yeah. It's desperate.
Yandere.
Nah, gotcha. Absolutely twisted. Let's see. Let's add some more text. Doobie-doobie-doo. This is
Gee,
not,
thanks, Kahuna.
This is not the most interesting stuff. What'd you say? Thanks for spoilers.
Well, actually, it was Video Game Hunter who said, eject her and bring me in. And I'm just like, fuck you.
She got in there first, dude.
Let's say, because actually, the example of him physically crippling you, recently she's teamed up with another artist who has a different character, and basically, boyfriend decided to rip off this girl's wings and carve his name, the word "mine," into her back.
Nice guy. Again, there's a book sitting over here that I read. It's called No More Mr. Nice Guy by Glover. His last name's Glover. He's a doctor. And he says that if you're a nice guy, you really, really need to figure some shit out, because it's usually nice guys who are the ones who have a lot of internalized rage, and they don't show it because they're trying to be nice to everyone else, trying not to be a lot of conflict and shit. And I used to work with a guy who was a lot like that. He'd act like he was the nicest guy ever. But then, oh man, something doesn't go his way. He fucking exploded. And I was like, yeah, I can't work with that shit.
I think if you describe yourself as a nice guy or a nice girl, there's a problem.
You're not, yeah. But I'm a nice guy. It's like...
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Gunnar. But I think the best way to put it is, if you're actually a nice person, you don't describe yourself as such.
Yeah. There's something else that you not you, but there's something else that people describe themselves as. It always means the exact fucking opposite. I can't remember what it is though. Here we are doing freaking psychotherapy, or trying to make a game. Well, I guess about a psycho, but still, it's applicable. But believe me, a lot of this shit is stuff that I've kind of been down that route, and I've experienced firsthand, as far as both being the nice guy and also being people who looking at nice guys from the outside in. And yeah, it's if you're a nice guy and you're wondering how come you still don't have a girlfriend, seriously, you need to read that fucking book. No more. It's called No More Mr. Nice Guy by I think it's Dr. Glover.
Take a page out of Reddit, and I can't believe I'm quoting Reddit, but I don't know if it was a comment about guys or chicks, but it basically said, every single person who I've dated who's actually been a really nice person has never said that. In fact, a lot of them have said, I am a bit of a bitch, or I'm a bit of an asshole, or whatever, but they ended up being much more aware of what they said and ended up trying to be a good person regardless.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, being a nice guy is not exactly a value trait. I mean, a lot of people can be nice, but it doesn't mean that you're, doesn't mean you're valuable, or doesn't mean that you're particularly skillful at anything. It could be wrong, but in my own experience, what really gets, what's really attractive is demonstrating value. And I don't want to go into the dentist system from Always Sunny, but I mean, if you have a value or an aspiration, or you show that you have a drive or something you want to accomplish, usually that's pretty sexy.
I think also value can be like very loosely defined. Like,
yeah, possibly, but I mean, like,
as much as almost every single dude friend I've had has always been like, oh, you need to look good and shit, and I'm just like, it might be cliche, but there are plenty of chicks out there who do not give a shit if you're not like a 10 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Excluding the feminists. Because, you make her laugh, or you do stuff for her, or you listen to her, or whatever the fuck.
But again, that's kind of demonstrating some value. If you have good sense of humor, usually that's a pretty good value call.
Yeah, but that's my point, is that value can be measured in many things.
Yeah, it's not just, you don't have to be look like a Chad or anything, but...
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hunter, I said that I was in middle school because that's when feminists cared about the Middle East. And, the fact that you could get married when you were 12. I actually did a paper on that. Because, kids, feminism used to be about worrying about girls in the Middle East who couldn't go to school, who would get married. I mean, I actually wrote a paper advocating for money to go to helping women in the Middle East, because there was a girl who ran away from her husband, her family returned her to her husband, and she got her nose and her ears cut off. But hey, we're oppressed in the U.S.
Yes, because people will catcall you on the street, but it's still illegal to touch you.
Hunter, I don't like your drawings because you're fucking crazy.
What's he saying?
I think he meant to say that I get triggered by drawings, and if he's referring to his furry porn, I don't like furry porn.
That's exactly what he's talking about.
Jesus Christ. And yet I'm literally in the server. You mean me making fun of Minnesota earlier? Jesus Christ, you cannot tell a joke. I'm the one who literally says Tiffany needs to have bigger boobs. Because she does. She should have the exact same boobs as she did earlier.
Tifa, right?
Big boob girls exist. Stop trying to pretend they don't.
How dare you talk about those types of assets? You're anti-feminist.
What, I've internalized misogyny or something?
Exactly. That's exactly what you got, and you need to go to your college social justice club and learn about all of your internalized misogyny.
There's actually a feminist club on campus that is that fucking crazy. To the point where even
every campus like that.
Because even the really liberal dudes on campus admit that it's kind of insane.
Mm-hmm. They're getting
someone made I think I've said this. I think I've told this on the server before, but basically, I used to live in a room that was known at one point, that was jokingly called the brothel room, or the prostitute room at some point, because during some party, a bunch of people were in there having sex. And so one of the guys makes an offhand joke of like, oh look, it's a brothel. Mm-hmm. Except one of the club members for the feminist meeting hears that, takes a picture of him and his friends, and posts it on social media calling them sexist.
Were the feminists also having sex? Were they part of this orgy?
I have no fucking... I don't think they were part of the orgy.
Well, yes, usually feminists don't get any, so...
Well, the funny thing is that apparently, the guy was really concerned that his friends would be totally, just destroyed by these people. And so he went and he apologized and shit, and I kid you not, according to him, they said, well, you seem to be nice, but you know what, if we really want to know you're a nice guy, you need to come to some of our meetings, on feminism and stuff. And he's just like, Jesus,
you need to join our cult.
Christ. These people are fucking crazy.
It's a religion.
And I looked at him and said, so if I told them that on average there will always be more male geniuses than female ones, because despite having the same average intelligence, women cluster around the median, men cluster around the extremes, and they looked at me and said they would explode. They would 100% just explode. Also, Kahuna, apparently her boobs have still been minimized, and I'm like, No, you gotta make them bigger, just to piss people off.
You gotta do like a DOA level.
Hunter, it was literally a joke between me and Minnesota and Deadpan. But if you're referring to your furry anime porn, yes, I have a problem with your furry anime porn because your furry anime porn is fucking disgusting. Jiggle options. Yes, they should put an option in Final Fantasy to control the size of Tifa's boobs. But the lowest setting is her normal setting. No, you can't go lower than her normal setting. You can only make them bigger.
Do you want to know why Tifa's so well remembered and Yuffie isn't?
I mean, I remember seeing something where someone described Final Fantasy as 50% boobs and 50% gay porn between Sephiroth and Cloud.
Oh, wow.
And specifically referred to Tifa as Titty McBoob's face.
Sounds like a good parody. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got. We are going on the date. Fortunately, if you change the starting
Congratulations!
point...
Congratulations, you're going on a date with him, aka you're dead. You're done.
Well, you're dead either way, because apparently in this script, if you refuse him, he starts stalking you like right from the get-go. Yeah. You wander around the city, places you wouldn't visit, same guy asked you on a date earlier, something about blah, blah, blah. Visit floral shop, and he's there trying to buy you roses.
Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, how to show that you are not right in the head. And again, that's the whole point of this thing.
Yep.
No, Hunter, it's just this guy. Also, the female version is not just like a female yandere. It's slightly different. Actually, Fubu put a list on exactly what boyfriend will and will not do. Apparently, he would kill for you and kill themselves for you. Also, kidnap you, let you abuse them, force himself on you, be faithful till death, but he will not regret poor choices or allow an open relationship. Yeah.
Alright, let's check this.
Also, yes, there is a female version, Hunter. Actually, the female version would allow open relationship. But yeah, basically very creepy.
Okay, that didn't work exactly the way I wanted it. Fade sprite did not fade. Piece of shit. You're supposed to go away.
Oh.
Let's see. Sprites. Fade sprite. Yeah, it should have been fade sprite, but... duration, target color, wait till finished. I think you got to change the... There we go. That might help. Change the alpha. That way it fades out correctly over the course of time. Okay, your name's here.
Oh, looks like Minnesota's in chat. in terms of giving him sleep, he's meant to look like this all the time.
There we go. Alright, cool.
As for, is the game supposed to be on Steam, or is she? Because I know she wants to release a demo to her blog.
Well, that's just it. Is right now we're just doing the demo. So she has this demo written up. She says she sent me more stuff in Dropbox, which I have never received yet. Because Fubu often forgets to sync Dropbox or put things in the actual Dropbox folder that I'm connected to. So I have as much as we've got, and I think I'm missing a lot of expressions, because I think there's like, happy expressions, all kinds of different things that go on top of this. But
I mean, if you wanted, you can just go to her DeviantArt because she's got plenty. Or
no, I mean,
blog.
like she has art specific for this demo.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, with as simple as the faces, I probably could just grab like other bits and bobs from like her other artwork, like what's a good example? All you gotta do is grab the eyes and mouth, technically, and just gray out everything else. So it should be pretty easy to like swap stuff in and out. But again, the art is very specific, or it will be. Let's see. This is not supposed to be. It's supposed to be Jared Ferguson. And new scene. The date happens at a diner, but then here's the avatar for the date, and I need. Hey, this actually looks like the place I used to fucking work. What the fuck? No, seriously, this place was like, when I was in high school, I worked in a diner, right? And it was just like this, like red everything, checkered floor, and everything was Coca-Cola branded. Like the wallpaper in the background would be Coca-Cola. There'd be like stuffed Coke bears, Coca-Cola puzzles, and all kinds of shit everywhere. It was like a Coca-Cola themed diner, and yeah, that lasted about a year. That sucked.
It makes me miss the Silver Diner in my town because there aren't Silver Diners out here.
Let's see, GitHub, Unity, boyfriend demo, more assets, more backgrounds. I'll just grab a handful of these backgrounds while I'm in here. Just make sure we got them all. Diner. Tend to check this out.
Looking at some of the stuff Fubu's drawn for your boyfriend, I take back what I said. I think he is supposed to look like he's been either perpetually has black eyes or that he's perpetually not.
Well, there's more stuff in this that here's the if you guys can see it correctly. Here is the, come on, there we go. The male and female version of your boyfriend and your girlfriend. And
she's so tiny.
Maybe she's into that Lolita crap. Let's see.
Also, Kahuna, yes, Silver Diner is the best. But unfortunately, the West Coast has to ruin everything. Everything!
And yeah, this is kind of stuff that we're going to be working with, where you have the obsessive boyfriend who will actually carve a love letter into his own skin, apparently.
That's not even the creepiest thing he's done.
No, I've seen a lot worse. I mean, this
tore off a woman's wings.
Well, again, I mean, this is. I love how Fubu does expressions. I mean, goddamn, it's just. She does it extremely well. But the concept of this character is. Oosh. If you ever meet someone in real life like this, you gotta get the fuck away as soon as possible. Especially without that steak knife.
He has a very, very long tongue. In fact, let me find it.
So, this is ominous, and I fucking love it. I'll do anything for you. Couldn't hang himself or tie you up, I guess, but...
Anyway. Yeah.
Nothing X-rated yet. Just, you know, being a pyro. Well, almost not. Don't need that open. It's just the picture, same picture. And where the hell am I at? There we go. All right. Now we need a diner.
Yeah, I think I found. Here we go. Kahuna, since you asked, I'm gonna put this in the Discord.
Was a link to the your boyfriend stuff, or?
I was just gonna put it. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna put this in CCS. But, it's in general. That's his tongue, and it's fucking creepy hell.
Is it like Murdoch's from the Gorillas?
I'm pretty sure it's about a foot long.
Oh, it's like Venom then, huh?
Yes, actually, it is Venom's tongue.
Perfect. Rename some of these things just so that they work better. Alright, let's see.
Omega, I'm pretty sure most girls would look at that and slowly back away.
Unless she already knew you, and then she found out that was like a hidden talent, then the legs would be open. It's like that commercial I saw. Guys like drinking a beer at a bar, and he
gets to the bottom with his tongue.
Yeah, he sticks his tongue all the way to the bottom of the bottle, and he's like trying to get the very last drop of the beer. And he looks, so it pans over, and there's like 4 women looking at him, like, oh my god, that's the best thing ever. Yeah, I don't want fade screen. I want faded in. Camera. There we go. Fade to view. BG Diner. And we'll start here. What the hell? We don't have to go through the entire thing every single time. We'll just go right to the main crux. Perfect. I don't know. Public places are probably a better place to meet someone than the frickin' park, especially, you know, off the jogging trail.
Oh Jesus!
You're all alone here. I'm gonna give you AIDS.
Oh God! Wait! As an Easter egg, can you put the Dark Master in the banner?
Oh, I should tell Mel to create an avatar of the Dark Master, like in like jogging equipment, just jogging through the park. Has a little Walkman stuff and the little AD shorts on.
100%. Minnesota, I have no idea about the if his septum is clipped. Probably, I have no fucking clue. Ask Fubu.
Oh, Mega Blaster's here. Want to join in, dude? Because why not? I told him I'd chat with him, so I'll see if I can add him to the create a group.
Here, Mega.
That was quick.
I know. Wham bam. I'm finally getting used to this shit. I'm becoming competent. My God.
Hooray!
Okay, if you were competent, you change your avatar.
Oh yeah, it's still the old one.
This avatar needs to catch up.
Okay, I said I was competent. I didn't say I was fast. Let's see. Diner coffee. Background park.
Oh yeah, I forgot to post the new pixel art. Yeah, that I made earlier now in the artwork chat. I'm gonna do that now.
Yeah, I keep saying if you did a new Game Glitch Radio and you did it with like pixel arted Mel's art, that would be badass.
I'll talk to her about when she gets back, and I'll see what I can do. I have a few ideas since, you know, did the beginning bit already, I'm probably gonna have it like, oh, I was running late, and like then I'm just going on to the next part. So, and since actually,
okay, I'm gonna be honest. It kind of looks a little creepy.
Oh, jeez.
Let me see. Where did you post it? BSG?
It's just a pixelated version of my avatar.
Yeah. Well, his avatar looks creepy to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, I look like a drug dealer.
I mean, that would explain why you got attacked by magic.
Yeah, he saw me just like holding the freaking needle and everything.
Speaking of which, whenever Fubu, I don't know if she's reopened her commissions at the moment, but I might ask her to redo my avatar.
I know before she left, I was able to get her to draw that thing for Ganglish Radio, just the three of us at a table.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm going to be 100% honest. I think that boyfriend is less creepy. I think he is less creepy than Omega is in that picture.
I'm not sure. I'm just saying.
I might have to have Fubu update my picture a bit.
I would.
A bit?
Well, no. Here's the thing: is I've seen the mock-up that Fubu made of the three of you, her, Nuka, and yourself at the new table, and that looks fine. Looks normal. It's just this particular picture is just.
What fucking photo did you give her?
Yeah. Hey, she's doing a jerk. I gave her a bunch of normal stuff.
Yeah, actually, he gave her like 3 photos to choose from, and this is what she came up with.
Yeah, I gave options.
Yeah, the wrong ones.
Apparently.
Anyways, I'm gonna get back to this.
Yeah, you look fine in that one. It's probably just shadowing in your expression.
Probably.
What am I missing?
I say it's definitely the expression. If I was actually smiling, it'd probably be a little better.
Honestly, if you were smiling, it might be creepier.
Depends on how big the smile is.
No, I think it's the way you're positioned and the way the shadow is.
Why is Nuka look anemic?
He looks tired to me, just very, very pale.
No, I think it's fine.
He looks like a vampire.
Can I offer a little bit of constructive criticism though? One of you guys, we have with characters you need almost like different colors. You know, you have red for Nuka, you have black and white for Fubu. Your hoodie should be like a different color, like blue or something. Just kind of
it's just
offset
an actual hoodie I have. I probably will update it to maybe something else.
Maybe what if you had just like an open hoodie and you had like a green shirt underneath? Just an idea.
I might switch it back to an old gray jacket I used to rock a while back.
Yeah, just an idea.
Yeah, but you need maybe a lighter gray.
Yeah, it is a lighter gray. I just don't have the jacket anymore.
Yeah, no, this is I love the picture. It's just that'd be my only small critique. I mean, it's the same thing with CCS. Yeah. We had the same thing going on where like I only had the red symbol on the shirt, and then Nat was pink, and then Fubu was black and white again. But she and I both had kind of the same color scheme, which was, you know, not as vibrant and not as
It's a matter of having a vibrant cast. That's all. So
basically, yeah.
Stuff will get updated.
Yeah, you want to do the whole Power Ranger thing where every character has kind of a different color scheme going on. Maybe not that crazy, but you know what I mean.
I mean, hey, you could switch to a flannel. I don't know.
No, I wouldn't go that crazy.
My avatar has a flannel, and I really need to get rid of it. Not in real life. In real life, it's fine. But, like, looking at my avatar, I realized, Jesus Christ, why did I love flannel so much?
Also, why did Kahuna say that I'm honey, apparently?
Because you look creepier than your boyfriend!
Undone Mammoth says, like Power Rangers, you guys should be color-coded by race.
Wait, but which one of you is going to be black?
Which one will you guys want to be trans race?
Oh my god.
Which one of you wants to be Asian?
Which one of you guys wants to be oppressed? who wants to Robert Downey?
I got it. Omega, because you look kind of Latin American,
I'm Spanish.
No, you're
Perfect.
Latin American now.
Okay.
You'll be Latin American. Nuko will be a fucking vampire with like literally white skin, and Fubu can be black. There, that'll work. Hunter,
I think
go
I
the
just
fuck
came up with
away.
I think I just came up with another path for the Kit Kat's Odyssey freaking path now. Which
Oh,
is
God,
like alternate
no.
universe of lots of different races.
It's just badly like Microsoft painted. Every
Yeah.
person just has a different color through Microsoft Paint. Oh god.
No, I got it. You think that it's Microsoft Paint? It turns out a bunch of buckets of paint just fell on us.
Yeah, I'll carry
Yeah,
like
I mean, I'm good with Photoshop. I can do a color swap and just easily just do it that way. Video Game Hunters, he's volunteering to be Japanese.
For fuck's sake.
was he gonna be like a is he gonna be a corgi or whatever the hell those things are?
Oh god! Jesus Christ!
He just turns into a Shiba Inu, literally a Japanese dog.
Yep.
Can I just ask one thing? In the Kit Kat visual novel, if Hunter ever shows up, can someone just punt him out the window?
We'll
feel like
have
it
him
should be-
euthanized.
I
He'll
feel like
be in
it
the
should be a
pound.
moment of like, look, it's a furry, get him! Just all freaking chase after him.
No, see what
No, curb stomp that.
what we'll do is
That's happening off screen.
we'll create a scene where it goes to that one Japanese village that eats dogs. Because we'll have Tyra there torturing him to death so the meat tastes better.
No, I can just picture him walking into the Japanese village, holding his eyes so they're freaking all squinted. Just like, look at one of you!
Jesus.
No. See, I don't eat dogs because I'm not going to torture the poor puppies. But when it comes to furries, I'm just gonna kick them in the face and hope they fall off a cliff. Because you know what?
The exception of
anything
Kit
else-
Kat, 'cause she's a cool furry.
Anything else is too much fucking work.
And of course, Video Game Hunter says he would eat dog.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, you know what? Just have me kick him in the face, and then he falls off a cliff.
It's either that, or we have it so, for some reason, like a dog catcher catches him and takes him off to the pound to be euthanized.
No, first he needs to be castrated, then euthanized.
Bob Barker, huh? Yay, copy and pasting, just like what I did in high school to get my degree. Sorry, college.
This
Potato,
makes me
potato.
very concerned. Did you plagiarize?
What, me? No.
No.
See,
I,
the problem is I couldn't
I never
because all the
plagiarized.
problem is I couldn't because all the teachers had software to check that shit.
They didn't when I was in college. They just said don't use
Thank you for just
Wikipedia.
starting with mine. I actually put work into my shit. But I always knew how to lightly tweak things if I need to borrow a sentence or two.
Here's the problem. I go to a college where they actually have the resources to check. So you actually have to fucking do your shit.
I did my work. Jeez.
Sure you did.
Hey, you know what? It's copy and pasting. It's not like laziness. It's not trying to be cheating. You're trying to use your time efficiently, and you're trying to just
Not do your work.
make sure you do it right. I mean,
My way
you're
to
gaining the
get
system.
through, my English class was to literally make every answer as opinionated as possible. And it did work.
I just figured out what the fuck my teachers wanted in high school, but then I got to college and my professors were like, that's all stupid shit.
Yeah, high school is useless, except for like basic things that if you line up the classes right and actually have them both in the same subject.
Oh god, high school doesn't even have anything that's basic information. I mean, okay, math and spelling shit though, but like, well, no, I mean like
science.
You don't learn shit about like government anymore. You don't learn anything about how to do your taxes. You don't learn how to do
Where
like.
the fuck were you? Where the fuck did you people go to high school? They shoved government down our throats.
Well, we barely got anything.
My high school was literally called Heroin High, so there you go. There's a little example of what my high school was.
Okay, ours was not called Heroin High. Ours was known as the Weed School because our rival was the Alcohol School.
Well, that's good for you. I legit. It's not really the best name to have for your high school.
It's very unfortunate name for a high school.
Yeah, it is. It was funny to see a kid get tackled by security out front for smoking pot on premises.
No, my high school was a direct comparison to the old like first season of Twin Peaks. Yeah, I mean you guys saw the update video where I'm standing on the edge of the fucking river, right? I mean, come on, this is where I'm at.
I mean, hey, it looks more interesting than fucking New Jersey.
I mean, I don't think anyone ever got tackled, but when I was in theater, seniors would routinely take smoking breaks, and so they just walk off campus to smoke, and then they come back. That was a normal thing. It'd just be like, oh, hey. Or when I was a freshman, and I was working a show, the student-directed shows, and I'm sitting there working on one of the nights, and one of the juniors just like looks at me and she's like, "Oh, you want some?" And she offers me her vapor, and I just look, and I'm like this tiny freshman. I'm like, "Oh, no, thank you." But like that was normal. They would just be like, "Oh, hey, you want to try vaping?"
We get it, you vape.
She just have an oral fixation, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so I don't have photos and an actual background for the booth scene, so I'm just putting text in.
That's one way to do it.
Roses, seriously? Oh, they're lovely, thank you.
I mean, hey, give me a couple minutes in Photoshop. You'd be surprised what I can do.
Gotta create a menu. And do a menu timer because I don't want to. See.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jake. What the fuck?
What happened?
He asked a question about school shooters, and I'm just going to remind you people, I went to high school so close to the CIA, we had to be careful with our walkie-talkies for theater, because occasionally, apparently, we would lock onto the CIA's frequency, and they would bolt their asses down there.
My high school got like 2 bomb threats before I actually got in there.
I think ours got one, but it was right after a different school got one, so they figured it was just some kid who wanted the day off.
Probably.
Modern problems require modern solutions. Oh, well, I think this is...
remember seeing a... Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, no.
No, mine's not important. I was just going to say like a meme I saw earlier.
Roses, stay away. Ground. What if the yellow and the red path on top lead to the red path down below? Hey, Omega, do you know when Fubu and Nuke are coming back?
I mean, the con ended a couple days ago.
Yeah, but I also thought that they were at the con last week, and they're like...
I thought so too, but like...
Because it
kinda
took
up
them
there.
like
Last I asked, Nuka said like probably the end of the second week of this month. So maybe like either at the end of this week or the end of next, the most.
I mean, the con ended on Sunday.
Yeah.
So probably the end of this week.
Did what? Did they walk down there? 2 weeks over and 2 weeks
The drive was
back.
apparently horrible. They got there. It took them a while to get there.
I guess, but I mean, usually New York, Salt Lake City to New York, that should be like a 4-day drive at the max. Or, a 4-hour flight.
They drove. They did drove.
I figured it was either that or by bicycle, because if it takes 2 weeks to get down there.
For me, it's about like a 2-hour drive, maybe 3.
Oh, to Niagara or, yeah.
To New York.
Yeah. But I mean, like they're over in Salt Lake City, so that's quite a bit longer.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I know people who've like driven from where I'm at down to Salt Lake City in like 14 hours, and that's like halfway down the fucking country.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know.
Hey, my offer's still on the table. If you come up here, I'll show you some good food places around here.
Might have to. I mean, it's a nice little medium stop that Nat and I could take back and forth. Because like if I go to the UK to
I would offer shit, but I don't think you want to come to California right now.
No, California.
Especially because I didn't know this, but they banned every single fucking firework except for sparklers, and they're trying to ban that too.
We're the opposite. We get all the fireworks now. You can buy them in like
If
everywhere
you want
now.
anything, even the mild shit, you need a license.
Your state sucks.
It does. I hate it.
The only time I'll say move to New Jersey, we got fireworks. You can blow up your hand and everything.
Go back to Virginia for fireworks, but no, all the good shit here is banned.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, I might hang it up for the night just because I'm getting burnt out on this. So I can only do this Unity shit for so long. Plus, I have a couple questions I need to ask Fubu once she's back in. So
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you have time, we could just shoot the shit for a bit. Never
yeah,
hurts.
but my parents are also kind of knocking on the door again, like,
They're about to barge in and say, "Who the fuck are you talking to?"
the voices in my head. Here I am, a 30-year-old man, back home with my parents for a month-long vacation, and it's like knock, knock, knock on the door again. Are you masturbating? It's like, no, I'll go away. I'm talking to my friends on the internet.
Get out of my room and play Minecraft.
I'm like Cartman. I'm like Cartman sitting here going, Mom, go away. God damn it.
Hot pockets.
There's a reason that I'm much happier now that I am here for the summer instead of back home. Because now my parents can't fucking bother me unless I answer the phone. And yes, I have contemplated blocking them.
But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna probably hang it up for the night. It's 8 o'clock here, and I've been going to bed at 9 and waking up at like 5 in the freaking morning just because the time change hasn't really gotten any better. So I'm gonna hang it up, and this old man's gonna go to bed and figure out what the
Gotta go
folks want.
rest his old man bones.
Well, here's some crazy shit, right? Ever since I got back, right? I've had to do yard work at my parents' place, room and board. I've had to dig a grave.
Wait, what?
What?
Yes.
Who'd you kill?
No one important.
You didn't invite any of us? I'm offended.
No, here's
It would have been a great way to bond. We all
no, it
killed
was
somebody.
it was just like a little shallow thing for my aunt recently passed and she got cremated. So then like my cousin came over with her dad and her mom's ashes and put both urns in the ground where they wanted to be buried or something. So that's it's not as juicy as it sounds, but I figured I'd get your guys' attention with that. At least that's the official story.
That's the story they want you to hear.
Yes. But yeah, I've just been doing a fucking lot of manual labor lately, so. Anyways, I'm gonna hang it up, guys. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully next time I'll be able to do this early enough where Magic can jump in. Hey, Omega, you get off work and you are home by 5 o'clock Eastern, right?
Usually, yes, but this week I've been getting a lot of 8 to 4s, but like I'm not doing anything until like 12:30 in the afternoon tomorrow, and I'm closing at 9 o'clock.
Well, get in touch with Magic Based, because I don't think I'm doing anything tomorrow either. And if you guys want to hang out tomorrow early, when Magic Base is around, we can do something.
I'll see what I can do. It should be easy to let him know that you want to hang out with him, but I'm probably gonna be at work in the afternoon
Until 9 at night, or what?
Yeah, 9 at night.
Oh,
I'm
God.
closing.
All right, never mind.
I know my Thursday's free though.
Thursday might work then. And then, Tyra, did you want to still do more Iconoclasts on Saturday?
Sure. Saturday or Sunday, whichever one works.
We can swing.
Shouldn't have work.
We can swing Saturday. My friend Llama Pockets will be up, but yeah, we can pick a time. So.
Honestly, anytime works.
Cool.
Sundays are when I do most of my grocery trips and errands. So.
All right. Cool. Well, we'll.
I mean, hey, if anything, on Thursday we could try continuing Kit Kat's Odyssey.
I was thinking that'd be the monthly thing with everyone there.
God.
But...
I'm saying I wouldn't mind that being my spotlight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that then. I mean, it is you and Magic and Big Chief's story segment, so it could be fun.
So yeah, it'd be good to have the three of us in there.
Sounds good.
Perfect. I'll let him know.
All right, cool. And then if you see Big Chief, ask him if he wants me back on his Final Fantasy Let's Play thing. It was fun last time, so.
Oh yeah, I'll let him know.
Cool. And then, goddamn, I'm hoping that I can with Magic. I want to play that Desperate Housewives game just because it sounds like it sounds so shit. It sounds so good.
No, it's great. He has his character being the biggest fucking skanky slut.
Perfect.
The only thing that's missing in this game is being able to murder people. I swear to God.
There's got to be a mod, right?
I hope so.
Also, I hope I'm not speaking for you, Laughing Man, but Kahuna's asking where Calamity is, and I believe she's back home with Nat.
Well, you remember that grave I was digging? And I said the official story. I'm joking. She's fine. She's fine.
I was gonna say Calamity helps.
Nat,
isn't she with Nat right now?
Yes, she's because it costs $1,000 to ship a freaking dog back and forth from one country to another. I'm not gonna go over here for a month and have to spend $2,000 to ship her back over. But so everyone knows Calamity is back with Nat, and Nat says that ever since I've left, Calamity's been really depressed and she won't eat.
Aww.
And I don't know if Calamity thinks I'm dead or something, but when I walk through the door, Nat's gonna record it. So,
I mean, you could try. I don't know. It doesn't always work, but you could try just like doing a video call so she can at least hear your voice.
No, I've tried doing that, and she doesn't like respond to it at all.
Oh.
I remember my dad got into a phone call with my mom, and my dog at the time, who passed away back in November, really missed him when he was at work. So she put the phone up to the dog's ear, and my dad just told him to shut up because he wouldn't stop barking.
Well, the thing is, we tried the same thing with my dog before he passed. With my brother specifically, I literally held the laptop in front of him, and he looked away. He didn't. So yeah, poor dogs.
Yep.
Oh, Kit Kat, you missed everything.
Kit Kat just showed up.
Sorry, Kit Kat.
Kit Kat, oh, your timing girl. All right, folks. Well, I'm gonna hang it up. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, I definitely can't do these things solo because it's boring as shit. So I'll be inviting more of you.
Hey, I said I could have stayed
at
the beginning.
I know, and I started, and then you were like had like a little orange symbol next to your avatar. I'm like, oh, well, he's not here. So then I just kind of kept on going.
No, ignore that. That I am always here and I always reply.
Ignore my way symbol.
That way. I always set myself on the way.
All right, I will do that then. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna hang it up. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Night.
Later.